today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tennessee Titans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 93 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Kelly. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now back to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Intended for number
Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And again this time to the tailback. Skirts by at the 15. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Now for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
A loss of a yard.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
The pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here.
He's brought down.
Just a yard up to the 39.
1 yard gain. Brings up
second and 9 now. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him some.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
back sack. The tackle made back at midfield.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. These two teams all tied after one. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
22-yard line.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And they give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force him to down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Las Vegas.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he said, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Now they go screen. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start our tour out at Arrowhead. Houston on the road to take on Kansas City. And it's the Texans who've got the lead in the second quarter. The Texans were winners last week, so they're trying to start their campaign at 2-0. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. The final, 26-14. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. 24-23, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Flushed out right. He'll find Metcalf. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Dancing to his left. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the lead is up to 14. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some strong running. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They're going to look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And a Las Vegas first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive. It's a first down. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Complete.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
6-yard
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now they try the right side here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
Back to throw. Complete to Kelly. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
At the 23-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Schaefer. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 8 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
A loss of 9 yards. It's second
We've been
down.
around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
The pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. They'll have a first down past the 40.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Kelly. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Back to throw again. And this is caught at the 8th. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
The 16-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Titans, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home.